Welcome back to Two in the Stink podcast. I'm Jim Gillespie. My co-host to my left is Rob Stant.
Hello. Welcome. That was a great intro.
Thank you.
That was very formal. I like that.
I like it because it gets the point across.
Gets the point across.
What we do here.
What we do here.
Strict professionalism.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I stumbled through those words. I was
You're
like, strip-a-demosism. I'm like, I was halfway to saying chicken tenders.
You're already off to a hot start. This is great. I'll give you 2 Pepsis. You start acting up.
I haven't even cracked that second Pepsi yet. That second Pepsi is literally like going to hit pretty hard.
A strict
Yeah, I was like,
you ever watch The Nutty Professor?
Never.
Never? Oh, I was going to make such an obscure reference. You wouldn't have gotten it.
Oh.
Yeah, we have to watch that.
Okay.
Oh, dude, that's going to be the next movie we react to is Nutty Professor.
Sure.
Or
we'll
not.
talk about it.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just mean.
That's
I
right.
don't mean it. No, that'll be cool.
We don't make executive decisions on the podcast while we're recording.
Exactly.
That's we learned that. When you're like, we'll have guests now. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, we will.
You're like, welcome, rainwater.
Yeah, or
Welcome our first guest, water.
Oh, yeah, this fucking room flooded. I have the footage. Maybe I'll put it. I'm not gonna put it on the Patreon because
Maybe I'll put the flood footage on the Patreon.
I'm like, any content is good for the Patreon, right? I'm looking for any reason to plug the Patreon. So we had a flood and it was upstairs and it leaked down in the basement, dripped through the ceiling and right onto the microphones. We have so many. We have a laptop, a camera, an audio mixer, all this shit here, and then it literally only fell on the microphone. So it's like, thank God. But also, like, I tested the microphones. I was like, oh, these things aren't going to work. And I plugged them in, and, like, now they're just cleaner. God was like, y'all stink. God was like, clean your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I want to talk about...
Yeah, this week has been pretty fruitful to the both of us, I'll say.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you have been getting some... I mean, pretty fruitful for you, like, also, like, with dudes. Can I talk about what you just showed me?
Yeah, sure.
Jim showed me this. Jim comes to my house. He goes, yo, look at this. He shows me a picture of this guy with the biggest cock I've ever seen. Like, it looked like you photoshopped it to, like, try to impress me. It looked like he had a leg coming out of his stomach. It was so... Dude, I, like, even, like, watching, like, porn and shit, like, I have not seen a dick like that. It was, like, scary. And I was like, what does he... I asked you, how does he, like, put it in his pants? And you goes, he tucks it up. He's got that thing just tucked up like a fucking, like a gun, dude, in his
like
waistband.
A rifle. He has a pants rifle.
God, dude.
I took one look at that thing. I was like, sure. Sure.
You're a champion for taking that.
Yeah, I'm really trying to double down on heroism.
Yeah.
Like this year. I want to be a hero.
A hero. That fucking
I think that's worthy of a bench.
That wiener was the size of a hero sandwich, dude. I think it was gigantic.
That's so funny. Like I think taking a regular dick in the ass is worthy of a brick on a path.
Oh yeah.
Like taking that's like a bench. You get like a bench with a dedication on it.
Yeah. This bench is dedicated to Jim Gillespie.
Yeah. May his whole find its way back together in another life.
You got like family coming to sit on it and shit.
Yeah. You're like, yeah. My anus is like Dragon Balls. There's 7 pieces of it scattered all over the earth. After that.
But you said this week has been fruitful for the two of us. You're at Helium, which by the time this comes out, this will be out tomorrow. So I guess technically tonight, if you're listening to this Thursday. But it's not tonight. We're recording. You're at Helium soon. We'll put it that way.
You.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm at Helium all weekend. That's gonna be exciting.
We're all at Helium. All the dogs.
All the dogs are at Helium.
It's so funny. Sunday.
Gray West. Oh yeah.
Monday, Romy.
Romy, really?
Yeah.
Who's she there for?
She's doing the album recording.
Oh, fuck
Best
yeah.
of Philly.
Oh, hell yeah. Good for her.
Yeah.
New Yorker.
Good
for her. Girl who lives in New York.
Good for her.
Hey, I'm happy for all my friends. You
Absolutely.
know, but you know what? If I wasn't booked this weekend, I'd be like, that fucking bitch.
She doesn't live here and her tits are wonky. What's she going to do? Call me?
Yeah, like right now. The podcast isn't even out yet.
Yeah.
Her fucking bat senses are tingling.
Yeah.
Her batshit crazy senses are tingling.
Yeah, she can't tell if it's that or pills.
Oh, man. All right. Well, that was Two in the Stink podcast, guys. Thank you for listening to the shortest episode ever. We hit up Dude Wipes. We're like, hey, can we work with you? And they didn't respond yet. So we're just gonna pretend we're sponsored by Dude Wipes.
Do an ad read for Dude Wipes right now.
The Two in the Stink podcast is brought to you by Dude Wipes. Now listen, if you got a stinky butthole like us, you're going to need to get in there and you're going to need to do some cleaning, all right? And trust me, with the amount of dicks that Jim takes up his ass, he needs to do a lot of cleaning, okay?
Let's just say this dude wipes.
Yeah, this dude needs to wipe, okay? Let me tell you. And if you use code STINK at checkout, it'd either be code STINK or TITS, I feel like. Stinky TITS at checkout. I've been having, like, all jokes aside, I don't know what's been going on. Maybe it's because I changed my diet, but, like, I'm constantly having to go back for a rewipe. Like, I'll take a shit, and it'll be clean.
So you're having loose stools?
Yeah.
Oh.
Does that mean I should go to the doctor?
I think it's like if it persists.
Okay. Yeah, dude, I'll go poop and then I'll wipe and I'll like go for like a walk and I'll come and then I'm like, oh, it's not done, and I got to go back and there's more.
Damn.
Yeah, but I don't know. But I've also been drinking like whey protein and like eating steak and chicken, and my diet's been like, whoa, where's the whiskey? So I don't know if that's.
So usually it's whiskey that makes me piss out of my ass.
Oh, really?
It's liquor and like, yeah.
I think it's because I'm depriving my body of things it normally has had for the last year and a half. Since summer, I've been like drinking like nonstop, and then this is like the first time I've taken a break, January, and I think I feel good. I do. I feel good, and I don't think you knew. Well, no, you said the funniest thing because I asked if you wanted a Pepsi or a beer, and you're like, "Are you done not drinking beer yet? Like, when's my friend coming back?"
Yeah. I'm like bad like that.
Yeah, you're a bad influence.
I'm like really bad. Like I said that and I was like, ha 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 ha. That's like really mean. It's like you're like, no, I worked really hard to stay off alcohol this month. I'm like, yeah, when can I have my friend back?
When are you going to be fun again?
Yeah. Remember when you had a personality?
I'm glad you're down a bunch of weight and you feel better, but like, when are you coming back?
Yeah.
I miss you. That's so funny. Every time, like, you're like,
it's gonna be a problem for me.
Like, this podcast was fun.
It's so funny because I don't really drink, and then you stopped drinking, and I was like, that's gay.
You don't drink until you start drinking, and then you drink.
And then I drink till I die.
I'm like, we'll go out to brunch, and I'll be like, I'll have a mimosa, and I'm like, you drinking? You're like, no. I'm like, come on, dude, fucking drink. You're like, fine, I'll have a Budweiser and 2 shots of Jameson. Like,
okay, well, that was one time. Okay, you know what? That was, yeah.
I'm just saying, that's like,
that is what happened. That is what happened.
You're all or nothing. You're like,
that is what happened. I drank so many shots of Jameson with your mom that I almost got a tattoo.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, my mom wanted to get.
She was such a rascal. She tried to say that's not what we were gonna.
I know. Yeah, she won't admit. She won't admit to this day. We got my mom so drunk. We were all out hanging out. Like, it was summer. We were getting drunk. There was a band. Lots of fun. And my mom, anytime my mom gets drunk, she's like, "Let's get tattoos." Like, that's her like go-to. She's like, "Let's make a memory." She was gonna get your name tattooed on her, and I was like, "Okay, sober now."
You're like, not that.
I became sober. I was like, form of a sober person, and like, I was like, so I had to lie to her on the way home. She was like, "We're stopping at a tattoo parlor." I was like, "Yeah, Mom, we're stopping at a tattoo parlor," because I had to drive because she was hammered. And then we drove past all the tattoo parlors because it's in Dewey Beach. There's a million of them. And she's like, "What about that one?" I'm like, no, I know a good one. And she didn't realize we weren't getting a tattoo till we were like down the street from our house. And she was like, "You fucking asshole. I trusted you. I will never forget this. You fucking bitch." She was like cussing me out. She was mad. And she went from being like silly drunk to mad drunk. And then when she sobered up at the house and my sisters were there, I was like, "Hey, Mom, why don't you tell everybody what you were going to do today?" And she was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I was like, "Oh, you're not going to talk about how you were going to get Jim's name tattooed on you?" And everybody was like, "What?" And she was like, "No, I was kidding." But no, she was not kidding.
Everyone was like, "What? What a sick fucking idea."
Yeah, my mom almost got, there's no way I was letting every comedian in 100 miles know that my mom has your name tattooed on her.
I
was like, I will literally die. I will crash this car before we get.
That would have been so good.
It's so funny. Yeah, it would have been horrible. It would have been
It would've
horrible.
been so good.
It would have been the worst.
Watching these, like, the emotions that you would have had to go through seeing my name on your mom and just what that brings.
Every time.
Just my shit-eating grin, like, where you're like, oh.
Every time, like, you piss me off or something, I'm like, and my mom's like, hey, honey. I'm like, don't you fucking look at me with that name.
Oh.
I'm like, cover that arm up.
I'm like, okay, yeah, but, like, my name's on your mom.
Yeah, I can never win any. Imagine us in a roast battle. It's like, my name's on Rob's mom. And the crowd's like, oh.
They're like, damn, son.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of tattoos, I got a new tattoo. I got 2 new tattoos.
Yeah.
I got my chest tattooed. It says I am what I am. Because I've been working out for 3 weeks straight, and I was like, you know, I'm basically Popeye.
Yeah, Rob's doing stand-up in turtlenecks from now on, which is crazy development.
No, I got a chest tattoo, and it's crazy. It actually came with a V-neck. He was like, here you go.
Yeah, I like how you workshopped that V-neck to make sure, like,
yeah,
like, they have to see, like, enough of it to know, like, what it says.
Yeah, they have to, like, be able to see it.
Yeah, they is me. They is me in the rain coming over driveway.
You came over, I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? I
saw you scuttle across the kitchen to, like, pose on the counter.
Oh, hey.
You tried to, like, lean on the counter and be like, oh, hey, I wasn't doing
What's
anything.
up? Yeah, no, I wear V-necks all the time.
Oh, me? I was just Peloton reading.
Yeah, I wear V-necks all the time.
Oh, this rice cake? Wasn't even eating it. Just using it to balance.
Oh, what's that? My chest tattoo? How'd you know?
Yeah.
Oh, the only visible tattoo on my body?
I texted you about it?
Oh, this tattoo that I sent you a picture of? How'd you notice?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I got my legs tattooed. I got my chest tattooed.
I need to listen. 1,000 subscribers on Instagram.
Oh, so wait. So 1,000 subscribers. You mixed. Is it Patreon we're doing, or I thought we were doing 100 subscribers on Patreon. We're getting the tattoo.
1,000 followers on Instagram.
And you're gonna get
a tattoo of the logo.
There you go. 2 in the Stink Podcast on Instagram at 2 in the Stink Podcast. And also to patreon.com/2 in the Stink Podcast. I'll get a tattoo with you. Yeah, we'll get tits. We'll get tits tattoos. We'll get the logo.
And Patreon supporters get to choose where I get it.
On your face.
On your face.
On
I
your
love getting
face.
tits on my face.
Yeah, put some tits. Yeah, but you're like gay, so it's not true.
Yeah, I like pecs on my face. I'm like, yeah, I'm like motorboating a flat chest. It's like blah, 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 blah. It's nothing. It's terrible.
So is that guy whose hog you showed me, he's going to come to your helium show?
He said he wants to, and that means they're not, but they want to.
If I meet him, I'm going to be like, I'm going to have to introduce myself to him and his dick.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hello and hello.
No, I'm like, you can speak to him, but not him.
Yeah, you're like, that's mine.
Yeah.
You get jealous. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Don't talk to my boyfriend like that.
Yeah. I'm like, screw him. It's all about this. No, it'd be really funny just to see if he actually shows up.
Yeah.
You know? That's how it goes. That's the way of the comedian.
You're like,
I'm like, it was really fun shacking up. I do have this show going on.
Why are you?
Because that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like to ask someone to be a part of your life.
Why are you an old Jewish man in the cartoon?
It's just what I sound like after I've been railed.
You sound like what's it? Kyle's cousin in South Park. Oh geez, Kyle.
Oh yeah.
Oh Kyle.
Oh geez.
Yeah, that's.
Oh geez. Yeah, Kyle. No, I
do have a show coming on at Helium.
I do have a show coming on, guys. I don't know. No, it when you add like, Christ Almighty, trying to get someone to like buy in.
Put the fucking microphone near. There you go,
bro. It smells.
Does it really?
No, I don't know.
Okay,
it's just my own breath.
These are literally.
Bitch out here eating ass or something.
These are literally cleaned.
No, I know.
Go ahead.
No, I know. No, just trying to get somebody to buy. Like I'm very happy that you have a wife that's into the comedy thing.
Yeah.
Because right now, like I'm doing the thing. I'm hooking up with like dudes a little bit older than me. And they're like, huh? Yeah. The whole idea to them, they're like, fuck that.
My wife, her reaction to everything I do is the same. It's like, I'm gonna go do this open mic. She's like, oh, okay, cool. Or like, I'm hosting 5 shows at Helium this weekend. Oh, okay, cool. Like it's very like the same level of like, which I kind of like, because it's like she's just like, yeah,
right,
good for you.
As long as she does that, you don't have to look into what she's doing.
Yeah.
It's smut. She's doing smut.
Oh yeah, she reads. She's like, I'm like, what are you reading? She's like, oh, nothing. I like look at her page. It's like he put her cock in her ear and fucking. I'm like, what?
He mind fucked her.
Yeah. Like my fucking my darling angel wife reads like the most filthiest.
Yeah, she put a dick in her ear and fucked what she heard about him.
She reads like the fucking dirtiest like manga bullshit. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you reading? She's like, smut. I'm like, how bad is it? And I look over.
She's like a volleyball player getting attacked by squids. It's like pussy only.
Like I'm like, let me read the smut, and it's just like he's 6'2", and she's like, oh. She's like,
yeah. It's just a page. It just says 6'2".
And she's like, oh. She's looking at. Yeah, when we fuck, when she like when we go to bed, she scoots down like lower on the fucking bed, so it seems like I'm taller.
It's so funny.
Not really, but that'd be sad. It's not true, okay? That was a joke. She doesn't do that for real. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what's sad?
Do you moan during sex?
Right before I bust.
Oh, okay. Or
like
you
as I'm busting.
Or you're like, rah.
I'm like,
Ew.
What?
You're like,
I'm like,
oh no.
I'm like,
You ever try to sound hot?
No, because I know no. Well, it depends.
It's like,
I whisper hot.
Try to come like Pierce Brosnan.
I think I whisper hot. I'm a hot whisperer, I think. Because because when Brit's like, close.
Hot whisper.
When Brit's close, when I know Brit's like on the cusp, I just whisper. I'm like, yeah, fucking, yeah, wanna fucking, and she's like, and then that's it. It's the hot breath and the whispering that gets her going. But like my regular voice, I'm like, yeah, you like that?
Do you like this?
Are you enjoying this?
I'm so fucking annoying to listen to. I don't know how you do it, honestly.
I need to get.
You have to edit. I can't believe that you have to edit this podcast and hear my voice. I'm like, the guy's clinically insane.
I listen to some of it. I'm like, good enough.
Yeah.
It's funny. I actually turn your voice down in the podcast. I'm like, they don't need to hear him that.
No. He's not saying anything. He actually was like, I've done that several times.
Are you like a dirty talker in the bedroom?
All the time.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I'm like to the point where it's like they're not into it anymore.
Yeah. You're like over it.
Yeah, they're like, yo, this guy's like dumb.
Are you like cracking jokes in the bedroom? When
Yeah.
You said the one guy you were fucking, it was like steering an airplane. That's the funniest fucking thing.
Well, because he had a big dick, and I have like I'm fucking I've got a piece of Irish machinery.
Your dick smoking a pipe has a little hat on.
Yeah, my dick has a Jeff cap.
It's like, oh, yes.
It's like, morning. Another day next to beans. Morning.
Your fucking dick.
I have a blood sausage in my pants at all times.
Your dick clocks in at outside of the butthole.
Yeah. Yeah, punches in. Yeah, it's like flying an airplane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when you're fucking them, because I like to do both. I like to give it and take it. I like to send it. I like to receive it. I like to send it by air.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying. But
I've never taken it, but Brit jokes about pegging me. I'm like, no.
You should try a little bit. Use a tiny toy.
I gotta shave my asshole first.
Use an Asian toy.
Use an Asian toy.
Yeah, get your Asian bitch to wear an Asian toy.
That's just Brit's finger.
Wear a Cambodian toy. It's like this big.
Okay. Fine. You convinced me.
I'll send you the link.
Fine. I'll just borrow yours.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I washed it.
I was like, mine has to go to the car wash. Mine has to be dipped.
Is it working at the car wash?
Yeah. It's like I'm no longer working at the car wash. The fucking dude brought a dildo in here.
Oh man, what
It'd be really funny if you showed up to a car wash with a dildo and you were like, please,
no, really, please.
I can't figure out how to clean this thing.
You know, it'd be really funny. Has anybody ever done this? If you bring like a sex toy to like self checkout, and then you try to scan it, you're like, it's not ringing up, and then you like have somebody call, and it's like a gigantic black dick, and you're like trying to ring it up.
I used to do a bit about this where it's like I was buying like a bunch of gay shit at the register, and I had to have a guy come up and fucking and help me out.
Oh yeah.
It's like Astroglide and like a douche, and I'm like, my grandmom's like sick.
Oh yeah.
My grandma doesn't feel good. I don't know. I like panic. It's like ham steaks and like Astroglide and a douche, and I'm like, My like grandma doesn't feel good. I don't know.
Do you want to hear a true story?
What?
One time, I was at Rite Aid and I was picking up. I had.
I'm like, this is already ridiculous.
I was at a pharmacy and I wasn't feeling good, so I got some like NyQuil and like some like I was like I need to get some sleep. I got some NyQuil and I got some melatonin, right?
Whoa.
And then I was like, oh, you know what? I also need lube because me and Britt were running out of lube. So I grabbed lube. And then I was like, oh shit, my nephew's birthday's coming up. So let me grab. So I grabbed the happy like 8. Like I got like a birthday card for an 8-year-old, a Fortnite magazine, NyQuil, melatonin, and lube. And I didn't realize until I was already at the register and put everything down. Yeah. And the lady's just looking at me, and I'm just like, I don't feel good. I was like, I don't feel good. And it's also my nephew's birthday.
She's like, I imagine that happens a lot.
Yeah.
I don't feel good.
You don't look good either.
Yeah. This is a bad look, brother. You're like panic and you're like, no, I don't like kids. I love kids.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
It's always bad timing when I remember that I need lube.
Yeah.
Britt bought this like banana flavored shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she likes it. So that's good. That's it. That's all that story is.
Yeah.
It's like she likes it a little bit too much. She's like down there like eating my dick. I'm like, no. It's not edible.
Is she down there eating my dick?
I need to get like Filipino flavored like lube, like
yeah, okay.
Like rock shrimp, like rock shrimp flavored
dick.
Lube.
I was like, dude, if you just skip 2 showers, you'd have rock shrimp dick. I was like, that's crazy. Like,
oh man.
Oh my God, have you ever gotten a dick suck knowing that your dick has got a little funk on it?
Nah. Britt's normally like, does it stink? And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, no, there's been a couple times where like after the gym, I'm like, come on. And she suffers through it like a champ.
Like, come on, it's got seasoning.
Ew, that's yucky, dude.
Come on.
Don't say that.
Tastes like mushrooms.
Ew.
Come on.
That's gross.
I put rosemary in my gym bag. Come on.
Nah, Britt, I don't like to like listen to her like hold her breath. So like I don't want to hear her mouth breathe on my dick. So I very rarely ever like ask her to venture down there when I know I haven't showered. Have you ever gone down on a stanky wiener?
I have like, not a stinky wiener, but I've had some nuts that have been not ready for action.
Oh yeah, some nuts, stinky nuts.
I'm not gonna fucking suffer through it. I'm an adult who deserves better.
Oh, have you like?
I'm like, yo, these Jones are.
You tell them?
Yeah, I'm like, these things are humming.
Oh,
humming.
Oh, I know. Remember Ohio balls?
Yes.
I told you that's what I'm going to talk about on the podcast.
Yes, that's so funny. But that would never happen to me because I'll be like, yo.
One time, me and Britt was doing a comedy festival in Ohio, and it's Ohio, so already a 6-hour car drive, right? We get to the hotel, I think it's 6-hour car drive. We get there, do the show, we're tired, we come back to the hotel. I'm like, yo, like, come on, fucking put it in your mouth, right? And she's like, okay, fine. So I'm sitting in the bed, she starts going at it, and I can tell she's like struggling, and I'm like, did my nuts stink? And she was like, I'm sorry, yeah. She said, she's a nurse. She said, you smell like one of my patients. I was like, no, don't say that.
Yeah, hospital balls.
Yeah, hospital balls in Ohio.
Oh my God.
It was the worst. And I was like, all right. So now anytime Brett goes down there, I always ask her, I'm like, do I have Ohio balls? And she's like, no, you're fine. I haven't had Ohio balls since Ohio.
They're different.
They're different, dude. It's a different climate out there.
You get close to Cleveland, your shit starts to stink.
Yeah, dude. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. All that heroin, dude, changes you.
Dude, that is so fucking funny. Balls are gross.
They are.
And it's so funny when you have to pretend that they're great.
I never pretend. I don't have to.
I'm like, wow, these are cool.
You're like,
these are not gross.
I don't. You know what? I don't really like.
I'm like, I have them, so I know what they can be like.
Yeah.
I know that they can have a bit of a temper. I know that they can act up sometimes.
I have them too. Don't say that like I don't. You're like, I have them, so I would know.
No,
like,
I'm just talking about like her versus me.
Oh, okay,
know?
Gotcha. Yeah. I do. I don't like to have my nuts like sucked. There's no like.
It's nerve wracking.
I don't like it.
What if they just crunch down on one of your ball sacks?
Well, I trust Britt. I trust
Could
her.
you imagine like the sound of that, like a ball crunch?
No, I don't want to. Ew.
It would hurt like a bitch.
It would suck.
It would hurt. Now I did hear this. I don't know where I heard this or why this is a thing that I know.
Okay.
But if you like bust one of your nuts, it'll like grow back stronger.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard in high school.
If you like
if you broke one of your nuts, like if you fucked it up a little bit, it would grow back stronger.
there's only one way to find out.
Yeah. I'm like, get the hammer.
It's like, wait, does it mean I'll come harder?
Get the hammer. Yeah, you get more powerful loads.
Did I ever talk about on the podcast how I used to take like a bunch of pills and shit that would make me nut more?
No, but we talked about it in the car like a bajillion times.
Yeah. I used to
yes, I used to frost my bitch.
when I would when Britt was in college, I used to like intentionally like take a bunch of like pills like like vitamins, like not like shit you could get like GNC and like vitamin shop. It's so funny because I'd walk in the vitamin shop and they'd be like, "What are you looking for?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it." And like,
shut up. Is
yeah,
what?
Yeah. So
and they're like, he's gonna come.
He's like, he's gonna fucking come real hard. I would take zinc, lecithin, I think, horny goat weed, and then I forget. There's a couple others.
Your dick will be like.
The main thing is zinc. Zinc and water. It will make you shoot gigantic loads. If you just stay hydrated and take a bunch of zinc. I used to, so like anytime I wouldn't see Britt in college for like, she was up at, she was like 2 hours away. And,
right. What was the name of that?
Albright. I'll just fucking say it.
I'm like, what was the name of that dorm?
Albright. You want the room number?
I'm like, what was the name of that?
So she went to college.
What's the name of that Pornhub video?
She went to college in Albright up in Reading, and I wouldn't get to see her for a whole weekend, so I was like, for a whole week. So when I visited her, I had to make these nuts count. So like I would like not nut for the whole week, and I would like take like handfuls of zinc and drink water, and I would go visit her and be like,
Devil's advocate. Do you
Yeah.
think maybe it was just your 5-day load that was worked up?
No, I've tested that before too.
Okay.
I did my own like.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
No, I did my own.
I like science that's been tested.
No, I did my own like I had my own control subject.
You did a volume. You
Yeah.
did a volume control.
Yeah, like.
You had mom sip it, taste it.
Oh my god, ew.
What?
Yucky.
I'm like, what?
No, you got.
I got a complicated family. All right, that could be happening.
No, you got.
That could be fucking happening.
You gotta lay off the booze. You gotta drink water, take those vitamins. It's it's a lot of prep work, but that's how they do it. That's how they do it.
I'm like, you want to fucking talk to me about prep work?
That's how.
I'm like, you see what I'm sitting on recently?
That's how they do it in like the pornos and shit. They have like they take a bunch and then they eat celery. If you eat celery too, if you eat celery,
yeah,
that makes it even more. It's like
I love celery. I love celery.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we playing 2 truths and a lie?
No.
I found out the lie.
It's 3 truths. It's 3 truths.
Okay.
I love celery.
Yeah, like you love it like a brother.
Yeah. My boyfriend's name's Celery.
He's got a fucking beanstalk for a dick.
He does. And he does.
I've never seen you like get in the car and like have like celery as a snack.
I don't think I've ever gotten in the car with a snack.
You haven't. It's like always like some gay shit like LaCroix.
Yeah, it is LaCroix.
Yeah.
Yes, it is LaCroix.
Yeah, it's some.
I get in the car and it's LaCroix.
Yeah.
I also got in the car and I was like, "You want to crimp it?"
Yeah.
And you were like, "Crimp it? What's that?" I was like, "Liar."
It's not a real word.
I was like, nobody with side boob has never heard crimp it for the first time.
Hang on. Don't attack my side boob.
Yeah, I didn't. I just acknowledged its presence.
I'm like, no, it's not real.
It doesn't exist.
It's not here, actually.
You don't know her. She's in my Fave 5 on T-Mobile.
I thought crimpets were like a thing that like they like that's like something they would say in like Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. Like, would you like some crimpets?
Crimpet.
It's very much like a thing out like it's like UK. There's like I didn't know it was like a thing in
That's
America.
a crumpet.
Crumpet? Really?
It's a crumpet, but in Philly we got crimpet.
Crimpet?
Yeah, we got crimpet. It's a crumpet that wears khakis.
Oh shit.
Wears dickies. Is mean to you?
I want to get a pair of G units, dude. Do you think those are still on the internet?
Yeah, you know what my buddy used to wear in middle school? Yums.
Yums?
You
What
know
are
what
those?
yums are?
No.
There's like bright ass fucking shoes with the gum soles.
Oh, is that the ice cream? No, those are.
Yes.
Is it the ice? I thought they're just called ice creams.
Nah, they're called Yums.
Oh, okay. They're like pink shoes, right? They got the.
They're like there's like green, orange, pink, blue.
I want to wear G units. I want to find a pair. If anybody knows where I can get a fresh pair of G units, message me because I will wear them.
Yeah, I'm also looking for some DVS shoes. You
What
ever
are-
wear DVS? They were
No.
like a skate shoe. It's like they look like VCRs. They're like fat and wide, like Etnies,
Yeah.
and like but they're just so fucking cool.
You know what's fucked up? My mom would never let me get Heelys because she thought I was gonna hurt myself. Like I was never allowed to have Heelys, but I think they sell Heelys as like in adult sizes now. I might cop a pair of Heelys, dude.
I have a Korean buddy who wears those still.
Heelys?
He's 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no balance. I don't think I'd be good in Heelys. You should see me try to rollerblade. I can't. Can't rollerblade to save my life.
But you're fast.
I'm really fast. Don't even get me started. Dude, I was in the gym today, dude. I ran a mile, all right?
Yeah, everyone was like, he's fast.
Everybody was like, he's really fast.
12-minute mile?
I did. It was a 10, and that was a walk run.
Okay.
So I wasn't even running the whole time. I do walk and sprint.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk 2 minutes, and then I'll sprint like 4.
That's got to go on the Patreon.
And then I'll do it, dude.
It's got to go on the Patreon.
Yeah, you want me getting in shape?
Yeah. No, you just go and walk sprint.
Walk sprint.
It's just Rob's really fast. That's gonna be the Patreon.
It's not. I mean, it's not. Like I'm gassed when I'm done. It's not like
we should do a race.
a race.
Yeah, we should do a race on the Patreon. Me versus you.
Come on. That's not. Come on. That's not fair.
I'll surprise you.
You're not gonna beat me in a race. How far is the race though?
50 yards.
50. How far is 50 yards? That's like.
That's like 50 feet.
150 feet.
I don't know. Maybe
down my street.
Yeah.
I could. Yeah, dude. I'll race you.
You did it at a football field.
All right. You want to race me?
We should do it.
If I lose, I can't make fun of you ever again.
I know. I know.
I got no.
I know. What's gonna be funny is like someone's gonna start it. I'm gonna shoot you in the leg.
You're gonna beat me up.
Yeah, I'm gonna literally beat you up, call you faggot. I'm like, why would you think this was a race, you fucking gay retard?
That's how I would die. It's you.
I'm like, why don't you race me? And then I show up, and you fucking show up alone thinking it's fun. I show up with like 8 of my boys, and we call you a bitch. We put you on a flagpole.
Give me a wedgie.
We give you the fucking most severe wedgie of all time. We give you a straight up pussy.
Did you ever get like bullied?
No. Nope.
Never like that. Yeah.
It was so funny. I was fat and poor and gay and fucking retarded, and I still didn't have a bully. I think I was just a hero. I think people were just insane.
You were wild. You were like a fucking wild card. You were like, I can do everything.
I did it all. I did it all.
So how was speaking of being a retard, you went to wrestling recently, didn't you?
Oh my god.
You were at
Monday.
Monday Night Raw?
I went to Monday Night Raw on Monday.
Monday Night Raw, that's also when you hook up with dudes.
That's true. And guess what I did after Raw? Yeah. I went to Raw and then I said bye to my friend, and my buddy just broke up with his girlfriend. So I spent I talked to him for a few hours. And then got pieced up. I got beat the fuck up by a guy. He came over and knocked me out and beat me up with a chair. I was like, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted.
You got to live it, huh?
Yeah. I invited the dude over and he just beat me to death.
Did you when the Jackass movie was popular when you were in school, did you have a group of friends who were like, "Oh, we're going to recreate that shit?"
I have a friend who's a grown up now who gets hammered and is like, "I'm going to do Jackass."
I'm Rob Stant.
No.
And this is
Okay, I'm just going to say Vince Kowalski.
Oh, yeah?
Ask
all right.
Vince Kowalski for his last Jackass sketch.
What was it?
He went down the steps on a cardboard box at his buddy's house, and the basement steps are jagged. And he goes down like shit, right? And you think nothing happens. He gets up and comes up the steps and turns around. There is this jagged piece of wood, a piece of the step just crushed into his ass cheek. And his buddy walks up and touches it, and he's like, ah! So they had to get him drunk enough to be able to pull it out.
What a fucking great solution to that.
Yeah.
Get him drunk enough to take it out of his ass.
Yep. It's so funny because the video, you're watching the video and you're like, what nothing happened. Like,
Oh,
you
really?
think everything's fine, and then it's like, whoa, whoa,
So
big piece of wood.
So he did it successfully, but
Yeah,
paid the consequence.
yeah. There was a yeah.
Did you ever do a jackass stunt?
Yes, I got maced.
You did?
Yeah, my one buddy got maced for like $12,
Yeah.
and then these kids that I knew that I wanted to be cool with, they did it to me.
For free?
I did it. Yeah, I just wanted to be cool. I was like 17 or 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like my buddy got bear maced, and I was like, what a fucking retard. And then literally like 2 months later, it happened to me, and I did it for free.
I did it. I was trying to do. I think the only jackass thing I ever tried to do. I was in like, I don't know, like elementary school or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna do a backflip off the swings. And I went to do a backflip. But I was wearing a hoodie, and my hoodie got caught on the chain. So I got slammed into the ground mid backflip and knocked the wind out of me. And I was laying there going, I was like, there's like nobody like even saw it. They're like, why is Rob laying there? I'm like, no, I'm cool.
That's so funny. That is so funny. I did more jackass shit. This one time, my cousins and I, they used to have a trampoline that was next to a pool. So
Yeah.
it just led to like all sorts of like shenanigans.
Oh wow.
So like this one time I was like, I'm gonna do like a I was gonna like, do like a double backflip like into the pool, like from the trampoline. Like you would go off the roof of the shed
Yeah.
onto the trampoline into the pool.
Okay.
I went shed, trampoline, concrete.
Did you jumped over the pool?
I didn't jump. I jumped like to the side of the pool in like backflip and like caught the front of my legs on like a grill. It was fucking insane, dude.
What's the worst injury you've ever suffered in your life?
I've never broken a bone.
Okay.
So I just
You
have.
ever had stitches?
No, not notable stitches.
I've never like gotten in like a real bad injury ever. I don't think I've
The
ever
worst,
had like
the
a really
worst,
bad.
the worst injury I've ever had. I got choked.
My heart.
I got
broken.
choked. My dad choked me unconscious one time.
Oh,
and
shit.
I got like KO'd.
Was this like your? Oh, this is your like.
This is my real dad. By the way, I have to specify in the
Yeah.
podcast now. I have a mom and dad at home that are really good people. They adopted me, but I also
the
have
best.
these other people that raised me, my biological parents, and they're in a lot of the stories.
You have to say biological, otherwise I'm going to assume it's your current parents.
Okay, my biological dad
Because that didn't sound like your
gave
pops.
me no.
Yeah.
Even though I deserve it more now than I used to then.
So your biological dad.
KO'd me.
Yeah.
Choke out cold. Crazy.
Damn. Was it like, were you guys play fighting or was it like?
No.
Damn.
No, I think he was running his mouth, and I came in and popped him in the nose, and he like got up and it was over.
Did I ever tell you about the story about how I like pretty much did the same thing to my dad?
Nice.
Yeah. So we were wrestling.
And then he died, Rob.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
the fuck?
No. So let me did I ever tell you the story? What he said to me
What?
when he got? All right. So we I don't know if I told you the story or not, but I'll tell it for the podcast too. So, like, a few weeks before my dad got diagnosed with cancer, we were, like, wrestling in the backyard. Like, we were drunk, like, wrestling, whatever. And I was, like, choking him out.
Aw.
And he was like, I'm not going to tap. You're going to have to choke me out. I was like, all right. So I locked it. And then he, like, started to pass out. My mom was like, get off him. And my dad stood up. He's like, I ain't done yet. And then he fell and hit his head. And I was like, oh, shit. And then, like, so then my dad... When he got diagnosed with cancer, it was unrelated. It was like in his colon. But he walked up to me. He was like, "Yeah, doctor said like I suffered some really bad head injury, and like now I'm gonna die." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "I'm just fucking with you,
But I am gonna die.
But I am gonna die." I was like, "What? What?"
Yeah, but still,
Whoa, still. So you're half joking, but that doesn't make it better.
No, everything's bad now.
Yeah, it was Yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah, my dad was a jokester, dude. My dad thought it made me think I killed him. Isn't that fun?
Yeah,
Isn't that hilarious. And then like after he died, I was like, "Be honest, was it me?" And my mom was like, "No, we're literally we're literally going through a lawsuit right now with the company he worked at because he got exposed to like radiation and asbestos, and that's really why he like got cancer."
Yeah,
but like for a while, he fucked me up in my head. I was like, Did I really do it?" My mom was like, "No, you fucking idiot."
Of course you didn't. On purpose.
But on purpose, yeah, he had it coming.
Of course you didn't on purpose.
Okay, I don't like this game.
Less of this game.
Less of this game. Yeah.
That's okay. I spent an entire year and a half getting blamed for my brother dying.
Really?
And the best part being that I don't know why he died still.
Oh, really?
To this day. It's
Damn.
great. And then but it is my fault.
What happened?
I have no idea. So that's my fault.
Oh, that's what but your biological parents tried pinning it on you.
Every day. Every single day.
They're like, this is you.
Yeah, it's you.
They like text you in the morning, like, don't forget.
They were like, not only are you not, he's not your brother.
Uh-huh.
We were half brothers, right? So my mom, she ramped up this angle when he got like all fucked up.
Yeah.
She was like, you're not his real brother. And that was like, I was like, okay, thank you. I'll take that like a pill every morning.
Yeah.
I used to have to take them abusing me as a pill every morning. Even though I haven't lived with them in 10 years.
Yeah.
I have to take them abusing me as a pill every morning.
Yeah.
Because my brother died. And that was sick for a while. And then I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get on stage and be a clown.
There you go.
And now we're here.
Here we are.
Now I have a podcast in this dude's house. I have no idea who he is.
Hey.
I'm like, no, but I know him now.
Yeah.
But there was a point where I was like, what the fuck? This little creepy room. I'm like, I'm not getting banged. Usually a little tiny room like this, I'm getting tied up and fucking skewered.
Somebody's recreating a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I was gonna ask you a question. Now I forget. I was gonna say, have you ever seen the movie Walk Hard? Yeah, with Dewey Cox story.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, he's like the wrong kid died.
Yeah, that's me. I lived that life.
Yeah,
it's so funny. I saw that movie and I was like, that's so funny because that would actually happen.
The wrong kid died.
Yeah.
Were you gonna say what's funny? What?
And never mind. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. But now that I know that my mom listens to this,
no, you have to say it.
I can't say it.
You have to say it.
She'll sleep. She won't sleep.
Come on, no.
If
please.
I say it on the podcast, my mom won't sleep.
Say it.
I'll tell you later.
No, say it right now.
I can't.
Stop being a bitch.
I can't.
Oh my God. My God.
I am an open book on this podcast, and I reserve very few holdbacks.
All right.
But this one would make my mom not be able to sleep.
Okay.
Because she listens now, by the way. It's so funny. She's heard me talk about farting cum, and she's like, I can't believe you didn't like my shirt. To this day,
about shirt you didn't like.
Yeah, to this day, it cracks me the fuck up. The one takeaway.
Okay, well then.
My dad comes up to me the other day. He goes, I figured out podcasts.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah? He goes, I'm going to go to bed, then I'm going to listen to yours. I was like.
Don't do that.
Never that.
Don't do that.
I'm like, I just want to stress that you don't have to. He goes, I want to.
We want listeners, but not you.
I don't understand. I'm like, why would you want to hear?
My sister.
I'm like, I talk about sex. He's like, we talk about sex. I'm like, that is true. My dad talks about sex. It's so funny because he talks about when he talks about sex, it means in 1983.
He's like, I used to be a little bit of a hound dog.
Yeah, my dad's like, I was 6 foot tall with an 18-inch neck. All right, I was getting pussy in Germany. I'm like, all right, okay.
Your dad's a dog, dude.
My dad turned every fucking piece of ass in Heidelberg, Germany, upside down. Fucking took a finger at it. I don't know.
Your dad's got fucking, oh my God. Your dad's got swagger, dude.
My dad has a 4-foot long dick, and he's loaded. He's loaded for it. He's ready.
Every time I see your dad, it's like walking past an American flag. It's so crazy.
It is crazy. He looks like America the guy.
He does.
He looks like a bald eagle might happen. Like he looks like a bald eagle waiting to happen.
He's like, those Transform books, Animorphs? That's your dad, like, turning into a bald eagle.
My dad, like, the only thing separating him from, like, an extreme right-winger is that he has no idea what thin blue line is.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, if he found out, like, what that is, he'd be like, yeah, that.
Whoa.
Yeah, that.
Does that mean I'm more American?
You know, it's funny, my dad's really into comic books, and it's super funny that, like, he just, the whole Punisher thing, he, like, completely just, like, jumped off board.
Oh, the Punisher shit?
I thought Punisher was going to be, like, the end for him. Because, like, a lot of dudes, they were like, yeah, Punisher.
I didn't follow any of that Punisher shit. That's like, that's like what, like, fucking, like, people put on the back of their truck to, like, act tough.
Yeah, I'm the fucking Punisher.
I'm the Punisher.
It's like you punish a 5'2" woman. You go home and you ruin her fucking life. What about you as the Punisher?
I saw this guy. He had a pickup truck and he had a sticker that said, like Trump 2024, fuck your feelings or something. This is related to Thin Blue Line. Okay.
There's a guy that comes into my work all the time.
Uh-huh.
He's an asshole.
Okay.
He's an asshole, and he's like a crazy, like, right wing, like, extremist. Like he's like a fucking, like, Blue Lives Matter, like, guy.
Yeah.
but I think he's hot.
Yeah.
Everyone hates him. Everyone hates him, and they shit on him. And I'm like, I like him.
Like,
and guess what? And guess what? Guess what? He likes me.
Is he gay?
Of course not.
No.
He probably is.
Probably is.
He's so anti-gay that he's literally like,
fine, I'll fuck you, but like,
he's like, I'm gonna hate fuck you and keep it a secret. I'm like, fine.
he's like, I've always, yeah.
Fine.
You're like, okay, fine.
Wednesdays. I'm like, Wednesdays.
Like, get it over with.
No, but everyone fucking hates him, and like, I'm like, I think that makes me like him. I'm
Yeah.
like, everyone fucking. I'm like, people probably hate him every place he goes ever, and he doesn't care. I'm like, wow. I'm like, wow.
You're like, he's mysterious. I would let him hate fuck
I
me.
would let him be mean to me all the time.
He's like,
I'm like, I can see it now. I never get fucking a word in edgewise ever, and I'm never right.
you're barefoot in the kitchen with like an apron.
I'm barefoot in the and he's got a knife to my back.
You're like,
9 a.m. on a Thursday.
9 a.m. on a Thursday.
I'm looking out the window. We've made it.
You're looking at your white picket fence.
Yeah, my white white picket fence, and I'm like ironing my Klan hood. I'm like, we've made it. I'm starching a robe. I don't know.
You ever see the movie Black Klansman?
No, I've wanted to though.
It's really good.
Well,
It's
thank you.
Really good.
Did you see the movie Shawshank Redemption?
Yes, absolutely. I fucking love that movie.
Really? I've never seen it.
It's such a good movie. I did a podcast recently with these guys. It's called The Center Cut. Give them a listen. They do this thing where they listen to the beginning and the end, or they watch the beginning and the end of a movie that they've never seen before, and then they have somebody quiz them about the middle, and they have to answer the best they can. And I was on it, and they had never seen Shawshank, so they watched the beginning and the end, and I asked them a bunch of questions about the middle. And there's so much shit that happens in the middle, and like they had to try to guess the best they could, and it was so fucking like horrible, but it was really funny. It was really funny watching two people try to guess. They're like, yeah, then maybe we'll get your other podcast guy on here. I was like, sure, hit him up. So maybe they'll hit you up to get on it. Ew, dude.
That was the gayest part ever.
We need a microphone for your ass, dude. I want you guys to know.
My ass is like blah, blah.
I like how that what I was just talking about was so boring. You had to cut a gay fart to make it. Dude, you just farted out like a martini glass. That's how gay that was.
Dude.
Ew, dude. I can always tell when you got some because your farts are extra gross.
Okay.
It was like... It was like blah, blah, blah.
It was like blah. It's like I barely had to work my way out of here. It's like blah. Ew, I practically walked out this joint. Blur.
It was literally like blah, blah,
blah.
That's what it was.
Blah.
You farted. It was like blah.
I can tell when you got some.
Yeah, because your fart.
I got more than some.
I know, dude. I saw the picture.
It's so fucking gross.
Your ass is like a fucking like. Oh my god! It's like an abandoned hallway right now.
Yeah, it's like
It's like a gust of wind was just like.
Bing bong.
Wait, what was that?
I don't know.
What was that? The elevator?
Yeah, it's the train to New York.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Oh, attention all passengers.
Yeah, like, attention all passengers, please prepare to smell piss for the next 45 minutes. I'm like, oh great, thank you. A charming message to start my pee. I'm like,
Ew, dude. You fucking cut a fart. I was talking about the most boring fucking thing. You're like, I know how to fix this.
Hey, this'll work.
Fart.
I could wake up I could have woke up Terry Schiavo with one of my band boys. I'm like,
oh my god. Ew, dude. I don't want your extra gay farts in here, dude.
Yeah. Ew, it smells like kids.
Ew.
Yeah, that's just yuckies. Hey, but guess what? That's love. That's love in 2023. Goopy anus love. Goopy booty love. You gotta love it.
Goopy anus love.
Goopy anus love.
That was the alternate title of this podcast. But if you think you didn't like Two in the Stink, yeah, Goopy anus love was.
Goopy anus love.
Goopy anus, Goopy anus, love and
Yeah. Yeah. All my fingers are brown, and this guy is gay.
This guy is gay.
And this guy is gay.
Goopy anus, love.
Goopy anus love.
On a winter's day. On a winter's day. All the cocks are brown. All the cocks are brown.
And this guy is gay.
Oh man,
That's
where's
good.
our hits rec?
Yeah.
Where's our fucking?
Yeah.
You know, our fucking.
We just went double platinum.
Double
with
platinum.
No features.
Yeah, dude. Oh man.
We can do everything. We can sing. We can rap. We can act.
Yeah, I'm watching Rocky.
Like the first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Screw you, creepo!
Oh,
My favorite
yeah.
part of the whole movie. The girl screams out the window,
Yeah.
"Screw you, creepo!" And he's like,
"Screw me."
Also,
well, hang on before
take it to the zoo.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
take it.
I heard
to the zoo.
retards like the zoo. And I'm like, we do. We do. This movie's coming.
But like, what made you? You're like, we can do everything. We can sing, dance. I think it's funny when she's like, why do you fight? He's like, yeah, I can't sing and dance.
Yeah,
It's like,
I can't sing and dance,
I'm
but
like-
I can whack my head and drink egg yolks.
I can't. Yo, Sylvester Stallone must have gotten so much pussy after that movie. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Then why do you like to fight? Because I can't sing and dance. And girls are like, ah. My mom has a story about her. So her and my dad saw that movie.
I have two stories for after this.
All right. So my mom has a story. Her and my dad saw Rocky in the theater, and there's a scene where like he puts his like arms up on the monkey bars and is like, and my mom at one point, my mom went, she looked at the screen, she went, like that. She went, and my dad looked and he was like, what? And she was like, oh, this popcorn's really good. And he was like, shut up. She was like groaning.
Like, oh yeah, it's good. Let me try. And he was like, ah. And then you were confused for life.
Yeah, he was like, ah.
Yeah, it's popcorn's for adults, Bobby. You can't have any.
What's up? So tell me your story.
Okay, so my mom comes down and she's talking to me the other day, and she goes, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I had a really creepy interaction when I was a kid. And I was like, okay.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, shoot. She goes, my friends and we were down at this laundromat. My friend lived like really close to there, so we would go there and hang out and just bullshit or whatever. And she goes, this guy, he comes up to me and my friends, and he goes, can one of you help me with my laundry? I need help getting all of it. And the one girl's like, sure. And he goes, no, I want her. And it was her, my aunt.
Oh wow.
My mom. And she goes, she goes, okay. And so she's carrying his laundry.
Is the end of the story at Sylvester Stallone?
No, hold
Okay.
on. She's carrying the laundry, and she's putting it in the back of the car. And he goes, you ever smoke weed? She goes,
How old is your
like
mom?
12.
Oh my god.
And she's like, no. He goes, you want to? She's like, no. He goes, what if I pay? And she was like, no, it's
Oh my
okay. I need
God.
to get. The fucking guy was Ted Bundy.
No way.
Yeah, dude. She was fucking telling me it was fucking Ted Bundy. And she was like, and I thought I was fucking insane. His fucking mother lived in the area where they were living.
What?
It's fucking insane. Then, 2 hours later, I come upstairs, and she's sitting in the TV living room. She goes, the former vice president Mike Pence is on the TV. She goes, just fucking tell the guy doesn't like pussy.
Really?
She goes, I can just fucking tell just by looking at him. And I'm like, all right, these stories are like, I was like, this whole thing. I was like, you saying that about Mike Pence makes the whole Ted Bundy thing seem insane.
Oh my god. So your mom had an actual interaction with Ted Bundy.
That is the story right now.
That's crazy.
She said she would never forget the guy's face, and it was Ted Bundy.
Wow.
And so that is the story that I'm living with right now. I'm trying to process that. She was like, I don't know. It's just like a really crazy thing.
Oh, did I tell you how I almost fought somebody at the movie theater the other day?
No.
So I saw The Whale. You want me to tell you how I tried to be a hero and then I failed?
Yeah, I really want to hear. I actually need to hear this for
Okay.
my sanity.
Okay, so I was at the movie theater. I saw him. I went to go see The Whale with my buddy Tyler. and so I was getting like a soda or whatever, and this guy
good start.
This guy at the concession stand was being an asshole to the employees. He was like, "I don't have enough butter in my popcorn. I want another popcorn for free." And they're like, "Okay," and they go take the other popcorn away. And he's like, "No, I'm keeping this one." And he's like, "Give me popcorn with extra butter, like now." He's like being a dickhead, and the staff is clearly like not having fun with this guy. So he goes to the ticket to like give the ticket stub, and he's bitching to the ticket stub and the manager about like the poor service. And I'm walking past him, and he's like being an asshole. And he's like, "I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time." And I turned and I said, "Sounds like you are." And then he looked at me and he was like, "Why don't you go fuck yourself?" And I was like, "Why don't you suck my dick?" And then I turned to go into the movie theater, and the manager looks at me and she goes, "Sir, you cannot talk to our customers like that. If you talk to our customers like that again, I'm going to have to ask you to leave." And I was like, he was being a dickhead to you. I thought I was like being a hero. I'm getting shit on.
Fuck you!
I'm getting shit on. And the best part is I went to go see The Whale. Me and Tyler, we sit down. We're like, "Oh, cool. We're the only ones in the theater." The guy comes in. He had the seat behind us. So I'm in his peripheral the entire movie. And I'm just like, I look back and the guy saw me and I'm just like, went back to watch Brendan Fraser act his ass off.
Yeah, right. That movie sucks.
No, it's so good. You didn't see it.
I did see it.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you've been spoiled.
I saw it in secret with the rest of the fatties I went to see it.
Okay.
They did like a 4 a.m. matinee that we all attended. We got tickets before anybody. If you're on the email chain, yeah, you're lucky to not be on that email chain.
They had a secret screening.
They had a secret screening for fatties that wanted to see it but didn't want to like.
They didn't want to be that guy.
They didn't want to be the. There he is.
That's him.
That's Brendan Fraser.
That's him.
I'm like, yeah. That's the reason I won't go see it at like 5 p.m. That would be a nightmare. Taking me to go see The Whale in the middle of the day. That'd be like a punishment. I'm like, no, they're all gonna think it's me.
They're like, okay, in this theater, we're actually gonna keep the lights on the entire movie.
Yeah, we're gonna put. Yeah, we have like a weird spotlight that won't go off. I try to change seats. It's like it's so weird. It's moving. It's so weird.
I thought it was a good movie.
Imagine trying to be a fat fuck trying to eat popcorn during that movie.
The guy behind me was eating his double popcorn that he got because he was a little fucking pussy bitching about it.
Yeah, double pig.
He had his double popcorn, dude.
Should have asked him for some though.
I'm like, "Hey, can I have some of that?" No, I didn't want to talk to him because I wanted to watch the movie, and I was afraid he's gonna be like, "This guy won't leave me alone." I'd get kicked out.
You get beat up.
Yeah. Also, like the paranoia in me was like, what if he's got a gun? He's sitting behind me. I'm gonna be assassinated. Like if
yeah, I was Abraham Lincoln. Bang.
Oh man, I was trying to think of something that rhymes with 407 years ago. Can you think of anything? 4 horse and
yeah.
What's a gay thing for that?
Yeah.
I can't think of anything. Gay. It's not worth it. It's not really not worth the joke.
The time has passed.
The time has passed. Super passed.
Somebody wants to get a hold of me so bad. I hope it's Derek.
Who dat?
Derek is the guy with the beef hog.
No, I know that, but who's calling you?
Nobody.
Oh, nobody.
It's not him, so it's no
it's
one.
Like I want to interview him. I want to interview his dick.
You should you should interview him.
Interview his gigantic hog.
Interview him about like what I'm like in the sack.
I'm gonna interview him. What's it like having a dick that's literally the size of my arm?
No, talk about me. You talk to him, you talk about me. You're like, what's it like having like a piece of sex furniture in your bed?
A sex furniture.
I'm like a sodoman.
Sodoman?
I'm like a sexy footrest.
That sounds like one of those like auto-generated Xbox Live gamer tags, like sexy footrest.
Yeah, yeah. What type of Xbox you playing?
Not yours, huh?
Xbox 360, am I right?
Is there anything you want to talk about before we wrap up this episode, Jim?
No.
Nothing? You ain't got nothing?
Nope.
Nothing at all? Nothing you want to plug?
Sunday, Warehouse on Watts, Philadelphia. Come see Charles Steele and a bunch of his buddies and myself crush it.
Yeah.
At a new place that we're going to be doing a lot more shows at.
Cool.
Warehouse on Watts, Philadelphia.
Dope. And then I'm at Helium all weekend. You can get tickets. Are you taking? You're already. Damn, you're like done, huh?
My bad, I had an itchy neck.
Okay. Yeah. So you can get tickets all weekend. I guess when this podcast comes out, it should be out by enough in time. Just go on my Instagram. I got my shit on there. And yeah, we appreciate you guys. Jim's already taken his headset off. He's got his mic down, so I think he's done. I'm done. Appreciate you. Make sure you guys stink it forward. Send this podcast to a few friends. We appreciate you. Also, check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/2inthestinkpodcast. We want to give a thank you to our friend Alaska Woods, who has been a diehard Patreon supporter. We appreciate you. And yeah, if you wanna get on there, it's only $2 a month. We really appreciate you. And yeah, and then if you want to come see the taping of my very first special, Bobby Boy, that's going to be March 4th in Lidditz, PA. Get tickets for that ASAP. And that's it. That's all I got to say. So appreciate you guys. Stink it forward. Send this podcast to a few friends. Follow us on Instagram, 2 in the Stink Podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube. We broke 100 subscribers on YouTube. We appreciate that. That's it. I don't want to spend too much time plugging everything, but do what you got to do. And thank you. See you next episode. Bye-bye.